Hello, students. I am going to show you how to get R and R Studio installed on your machine, sort of, because there's tons of YouTube videos out there already, and I'm not going to really replicate that, so I'm just going to kind of phantom guide you through the process. And if you have any questions, you can email me or text me, and we'll get you sorted out. This should be pretty quick. So, a little sip of tea. Delightful. So, the first thing you want to do, I'm on a Mac, so the process is largely the same, but be aware that there will be some variances if you're on a PC. I'm on a Mac. Best thing you can do for getting R is type, just Google Dwonload R, and you can see the kinds of software that Google thinks I want to download. When you click on that, you go to this link, the R Project for Statistical Computing. The website you want is r-project.org. So go there. And under this left-hand menu, you'll see right at the top, there's a download section, and then underneath it, it says CRAN. So you can either click on here, download R, or click here to go to a list of mirrors from which you can download R. I don't think it matters all that much, but I typically scroll down to the USA and I don't know, let's just do this one. It doesn't really matter, it's just they're all mirrored sites. Okay? But eventually you will get Mac or PC or Linux to this page. And you can download R for Linux, for Mac OS X, or for Windows. I'm obviously going to do Mac OS X, and I'm not actually. I'm going to download R, but I already have it installed, so I'm not going to reinstall it. Right? So if you're Windows, you would click here. If you're Mac, you click here, and so forth. So when I click here, it'll take you to your options for the latest releases. And generally, you want to run the latest R release. And so that usually is listed first. So this says latest release up here, and then I would download. Somebody's texting me. I wonder if it's a student. Nope. You might have to allow downloads and stuff. You'll figure this out, right? I mean, you were born downloading things. This is no different. So you download R, and then if you're on a Mac, you can go in a variety of places. So right here, and you can run that package by double-clicking on it. If you're in Windows, it's likely you'll have a zip file or some sort of executable that you'll run. Either way, run the package, and you'll be able to install R on your computer. So now we've installed R. R is a command line statistical analysis program. And that's great. I think you should get comfortable using command line software. However, there's a wrapper that we can use called R Studio that makes your life a heck of a lot easier. And so next up, we are going to figure out how to download R Studio. So if you just Google R Studio, you can go to rstudio.com. And again, very straightforward. You will get this website here, and right up here, and they make it reasonably easy, there's a little link that says download. If you click on that, this is the only thing that could be potentially complicating to some people. Choose your version. Now remember when I told you there were no textbooks or lab manuals for this class? Surprise, I'm going to ask you to spend $4,975. No, I'm just kidding. What we want for the vast, vast majority of you is R Studio Desktop, which is free. This far left column here. You don't really need to worry about a lot of this kind of stuff until you become much more advanced. All right, and so R Studio Desktop, you hit download, and it tells you, step 1, install R, which we just did. Step 2, download R Studio Desktop, recommended for your system. In this case, you don't have to pick, they tell you. Install this one, dummy. If you're on a PC, you'll be a different kind of dummy. Okay? You click on this, download it. In this case, I'll have to allow it. It's downloading right now. We can go up here and see. Waiting, waiting, waiting. You can see the other installers down here. And then again, you get this DMG. If you just double click on that for a Mac, or you'll get an exe, an executable for Windows. It'll walk you through the installation process. So, once you have done that, you will have R and R Studio installed. And then you need to launch R Studio. And this will be the end of the video. I'm just going to alert you to a bit of weirdness. I've seen this happen on Macs and sometimes PCs for students who, let's just say, they're used to using your computer just like, I use Word and I check my email and I watch cat videos on YouTube. But they don't install a lot of stuff. And when you want to run R Studio, so sometimes on a Mac you can go Command Space and you can type R Studio, right? Or you can search for R and it shows you these kinds of things. But see it down here? There's rstudio.dmg. Sometimes when you're looking for R Studio, it will point you towards the installer again, and you won't know what's up, and you'll click on it, and you'll install it again, and it's just a nightmare. You want to actually run R Studio out of either your applications folder or your programs folder and whatnot. The point is, once you have installed R Studio, you should be able to start it, and then it will come up and it will look something like this. So this is preloading. I'm gonna get out of all of this stuff because this is preloading. It's very likely that when you start R Studio for the first time, it will look something like this. You will have a console environment over here to the left, and this is literally command line version of R. So I can type R commands here and hit enter and submit them one by one. And then you'll have an environment tab over here, which is very likely going to be empty. And then sort of a viewer tab over here that can show you your files and plots and things like that. So in the next video, I will show you how to get started ingesting and analyzing that CSV file we made from 2 videos ago. And by the way, I keep track of the views, and I'm literally talking to no one. According to the views on YouTube, nobody has watched those videos. So I'm not sure why I'm doing this. People keep emailing me and saying, I'm really interested in the online options. Can you tell me more about the online options? You liar! Anyway, see you next video. R Studio. It's going to be fun. Bye.